economy is growing. She chose to work in Spokane because she's younger and she wants a bigger town.
You asked the question.
Yeah, you bet. Name for us what you feel are the top 3 foundational elements necessary for the operation and survival of a viable community, and why you think they're important.
Right. If I understand this right, top 3 foundational elements. Your infrastructure of the city, I mean, your water, your sewer, your garbage, your streets, I think they're all very important things that need to be taken care of in the city. And to do that, obviously it takes money. And in roads, for instance, bad shape. I think taxes, if you want them to be fixed, are going to increase. Unfortunately, it's a thing we all hate, is the raising of taxes. But I believe our water systems do need some attention. According to a past head of the water department, which was my uncle, and definitely we all know the streets need some addressing, most definitely. I mean, drive down the roads, you beat cars up left and right. I know it'll take work there, and it's not just something that can be solved overnight. And none of these problems can be solved overnight, and they're not cheap. So, you know, I know we got work to do with them, and I hope I'm answering this right, because I'm not sure exactly the basic elements that you're looking at. But water, sewer, garbage, streets, I think those are 3 basic infrastructure that needs to be taken care of.
Well, now, according to noted economist Adam Smith, he was the guy that George Washington and Thomas Jefferson wanted to quote a lot. Adam Smith indicated that the key for any fashion of economic development is transportation to or from a community. So with that being set as that high of a priority, as a city council person, how do you feel that you can improve the transportation access to Colville with the rest of the world?
Well, Colville has a rail line running through it, as everyone is aware of. That rail line is having trouble north of Kettle Falls. So I think we need to make sure that those same issues don't happen here, and hopefully with our timber industry that's still here, that they won't. We are on a major highway, 395, runs through our town. In fact, that's part of the issue with our diagonal parking, is that we don't really own our main street. It's a state highway, and so the state's involved in it. And the third leg of that triangle is we have rail, we have highway, and then of course our airport. And the city council is currently involved, as everyone is aware of, sometimes too acutely aware, it seems like, of looking at the potential of expanding and relocating that airport. And so I think with that triad of basic transportation services, we said make sure that the railroad has a reason to stay here, to support the state in their efforts to make 395 transportation through from Canada to Mexico, and to keep our options open on our air. If there's a place that an airport can be moved, we need to look at it seriously, determine if it can happen, and make a decision at that time.
I agree with Doug. We do have the busing system that comes up this way, and I think we should continue with that to help bring people in the area. And as he said, the airport is an issue. I think the airport is a good thing. I don't necessarily agree with the timing of this airport. I think it's something that needs to be looked at further without imposing eminent domain on different persons in the area. I think if we're going to do an airport, I think we should get more than just the city people involved. I think we should get the county commissioners involved. I believe that if this airport's going to benefit not just Colville, but Kettle Falls, Dione, Tooele, Republic, and all them, we should get the county commissioners involved to have them help bring other county commissioners from whether it be Ponderay or Ferry County in as well as other city councils to help pay for this airport instead of dumping it all on the laps of the people of the city of Colville. The rail system's still here, as long as the timber industry, which seems to be the main drive of that rail system, is going strong. We need to help continue with promoting the timber industry and what goes on in that area.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Now, we're running short on time, and I want to make sure to give both of you the time to sum up. So, in 2 minutes or less, considering that this may be the last time some voters hear from you, or the main time they do, I'd like you to sum up for us why the voters within your ward should choose you as their city council person.
Well, I'm going to use the first part of my 2 minutes to finish the topic we were talking about when I ran out of time, and that was revenue. One of the things that I have learned about the small town is that we have those three basic sources. And so our real challenge is to look for additional sources of income through grants. And I know Holly and the staff has been very helpful, Jim Lipinski, in getting grants for different things. A lot of Colville 2000 would have happened without grants. And so that's that source of income that we can control, and we can have a little bit of control to move forward in our positive change. I've enjoyed serving on the city council. I think I've been effective. I think I've made decisions and moved forward on them, and I've changed my mind a few times when I've gotten the correct information. During the last 2 years as an appointed city councilman, I believe that I have served with an integrity, a fortitude, and a wisdom that's been good for Colville, and I would love to continue to do that and serve you for another 2 years. Thank you.
I'd hope you vote for me because part of the reason I got into this is when a lot of the controversy with the airport drew my attention to come to council. And in the times that I've been there, I've listened to a lot of different subjects and a lot of different things. And what I don't see happening, in my opinion, is I don't see the people's voice being heard. It's so much as the council members deciding more for themselves instead of what the people say. I've had many people come up to me and say, hey, you know, I've talked to my councilman and he says, well, just no, not pointing at you.
Sorry.
But they say, you know, my councilman says, well, that's great. Come on in and tell us. Well, I don't think that's what they should have to do. I think it's their jobs to represent the people that they're supposed to be at the head of. And I think that if, you know, we had more of that, we wouldn't have so many unhappy people. I see too much of people unhappy with the current city council and the way the city government's going. And if you vote for me, I'll do my best to speak up for you and on your behalf. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank all of you for your time.
Thank you, gentlemen. All right.
Good question.
Andy, I even stayed in time.
Very well done. Very well done. Thank you very much, candidates. As I said to John, very well done. Very good answers, very good information. Thank you for taking the time to be here today, as well as all of you business owners, kind of chamber members, and just individuals looking to see who you're voting for. So thank you. Thank you, candidates, for coming today and answering those questions. Next week, we have a similar type of forum, Mayor's Forum. Deborah and Mayor Dick Nichols. Mayor Dick Nichols will be here for the forum. Did you have something?
You know, I would just like to re-announce my announcement, if you don't mind.
Okay, quickly.
Quickly. My favorite way of raising taxes is helping business owners make more money. And you do that by planning and having vision and all that. So This is a 6-week course. The introduction part is September 22nd. Again, you have to be a nonprofit to do it this particular time, but we're hoping to bring out something in the spring that's a little more broad. And it will cost you $50. Three or four of your organizational people is involved, staff or our board members or however. So anyway, just a comment.
Okay, great. We have a drawing, a luncheon drawing each and every week. Do we have that somewhere today? Oh, there it is. If we go ahead and get that drawing ready. Thanks again for everyone
I never
coming.
would have messed up, except for now I know.
Thank you, everybody.
So she's a subject. We'll be seeing you. Maybe even do our breakfast day.
Do we have a number yet?
Yeah.